Well, Winton and Hiestand Attorneys are here to launch a new initiative and tell you all about it. It is focused and dedicated to helping victims of bus accidents, all kinds of bus accidents. Joining me now is Jeremy Winton and Chauncey Hiestand to tell us more about it. Gentlemen, thanks for being here today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, tell us about this kind of new initiative that you're focused on and what inspired it.
Sure.
Well, I have two girls in JCPS, and obviously they don't ride the bus, but the one's asked to ride the bus. So when this kind of issue came up, it kind of struck dear to my heart, because you're sitting there going, man, what if my kid didn't get home until 10? Or my gosh, these bus drivers are being worn thin, and they, does that lead to more wrecks? And so we talked to Jeremy and said, is there anything we can do to kind of just spread the word that if in fact your kid has been injured on a wreck, maybe we should put the word out that we're here to help you.
Yeah, and I mean, you and I both know bus crashes are not just limited to JCPS. We hear about it obviously in the news all the time, from private to other public and things like that. And bus accidents can have like a wide range of causes. What are the legal challenges to the victims when they're involved in something tragic like this?
Well,
that you all look at and say, oh, okay, how do we represent these victims the best way that we can?
Well, first, just like about with all kind of car wreck or auto wreck victims, you want to make sure that you get the proper treatment. And especially if you're an adult, you can do it yourself. If you're a kid, make sure that they see somebody. And then really it's a matter of getting someone on it soon. We want to try to help you not have to deal with insurance companies or paying medical bills, and making sure you're seeing the right people with follow-up treatment. So at the end of the day, we can make a proper claim for you, and we know who to contact. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing. You may not know who to contact, and you may be getting all types of phone calls or letters that when you should be worrying about getting better, you've got all that heaped on your shoulders, and we take that pressure away and let you focus on getting better, and we take all the heavy lifting.
How do you all support, so people that may think, well, what is it going to be like to work with you all? How do you all support people not only through this legal process, but emotionally to after something that can be traumatic?
Right. Well, that's my job, right?
Yeah. The counselor?
Yeah, the counselor. I think one thing that sets Chauncey and I apart is that we are there for our clients. We are in the office every day. A lot of the big firms, you're dealing with their staff mostly. And we have a great staff, but you also get to talk to Chauncey and I. We'll give our cell phones out if need be, and you can contact us and we can listen to you vent, because that's part of it, right? Just hearing the venting, because these wrecks, they cause processes that take a long time, and if you end up going to litigation, that can take years. And
that's draining on people
fair,
too. You feel like,
right?
Oh man, this is never going to result in my voice maybe wasn't heard.
Forgotten.
Right, forgotten.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're there to listen and to try to speed that process up as much as possible. Mm-hmm. We're there as a sounding board and to help guide you through that and keep your patience, so that when we do get them in court, or when Chauncey does get them in court, because he doesn't lose in court, we can hold them responsible. Mm-hmm.
Looking back even, what's been some of the positive success stories that you've heard, if you all have prosecuted cases like this or helped victims of previous crashes out, no matter what they are? What has been the success stories and the impact?
I think probably my most recent favorite is our mailman to the office. I won't name him on here. He's real shy, but he was hit pretty hard in a wreck, and I won't name the insurance company, but they tend to lowball and kind of bully. And he was not even a sue happy type guy, but he had medical bills that were outstanding. He didn't know what to do, and he kind of just almost whispered it to our staff if we could help him. And we said, of course. We went through the whole process, and at the end, they did not consider how good of a client he was, what he had gone through, what his family had gone through. I think they'd offered like $5,000 or $10,000, and at the end of the day, the jury decided a full verdict of $118,000 for him. And so, you know, again, he was so modest, but it was just an example of, you know, a good client, not really looking for a huge payday, but just wanting medical bills paid, future medical care taken care of. And at the end of the day, we're not going to ship you out to another firm if it gets too hard. If the case gets too hard, if they end up not being reasonable, then we'll just take them to trial. And we have had some pretty good success when we've gone to trial.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, that may take 3 years. The last one we did was, what, 3 years?
Wow. And
everybody thought our client was at fault.
Correct.
Because he hit the back end of a truck. So our client rear-ended somebody, but there was a lot of other factors that came out. That truck was parked in a travel lane at night with no lights, just parked there. And the jury returned a favorable verdict for our client.
Yep. After 3.5 years, it was a $6,000 offer, and the jury came back at $357,000. So, and again, a lot of that has to do with past medicals and taking care of your future medical care. Because once you go to a trial, that's all you get. You don't get another chance and say, oh, well, man, I need more treatment, or I need to go see a specialist. They get one shot. And you want to have a firm that has your back, that's willing to do that and has done it.
So to tie that all together, if your child or if you're in a wreck on a bus, any type of bus, you know, you don't want to minimize your pain and go, well, I'm sure it's going to go away in a week or 2 weeks, because that's used against you by these big companies that, oh, well, you didn't seek treatment for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And that can hurt your case. So you want to get in and seen by a doctor for your own health benefits.
Well, Jeremy and Chauncey, thanks so much for stopping by
You're
and
welcome.
telling us
Thank
all
you.
about it. If you want to connect with them, just head over to LouisvilleLawOffice.com.